YouTube/@TheNatureDC. Subscribe today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are back here on Score the Fight. And this time it's a special Score the Fight. Not necessarily special because we're about to be doing this a lot more often. This is Score the Fight UFC. Okay? This is Score the Fight UFC 313. And this is going to be a special event. So what I'm going to do is, guess what? I know this has been my show, Score the Fight. This has been Point B. It's been boxing. Of course, we did UFC before. We did the John Jones. But I got to bring my man on in. His name is The N. You get what I mean? He represents all of that. My man, you know, come on in, introduce yourself, and just give him a little quick rundown about what you about to do. Retire Bobby.
Man, I'm about to get y'all. Man, retire Bobby. And look, I'm gonna give y'all straightforward what I think, what I see, as I see it, what should be done, what should have been done. And that's it, man. Punch by punch, blow by blow, choke by choke, man. I'm here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We also got my man Roll up in the building, man, on the ones and twos.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, man. Y'all gonna catch me in my mic ain't hooked up, but I'm yelling like that. What's up, man?
Nah, you already got you. They can hear you. They can hear you. They can hear you. So, the end, right? This is what do you believe? What do you think about this last fight that just went on? Just give me your quick rundown. He is.
I had it backwards before. I had it messed up before. I had to rewrite it so y'all can see that. Hey, look, Bobby Green, man, good dude, man, hell of a fighter. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the dude personally, but it's time to retire. You 3-1 in your last 4. You got knocked out twice, choked out once, and you won by decision. You know what I'm saying? Sharp dude, hell of a fighter, but you're 38. You've been fighting since 2008. It's time to hang it up.
It's a long time.
You know what I'm saying? You talking about training. You training, you know what I'm saying? You catching shots and sparring and all that, man. It's time to go ahead and hang that up.
I agree. I couldn't agree more. I mean, when you get to the point where you taking L's by knockout, you know what I mean? A submission is one thing, but you taking several L's by knockout. It's not good. It's not good. And it's going to set you up for failure in the future because you're going to continue to take those L's just like that.
And then, you know, we weren't live at the time and whatever, but I said it literally right before he got knocked out. Hands too low. You know what I'm saying? He trying to roll with it, but you got to keep your hands because you don't know it's coming. You got to keep them hit right here, somewhere around this area. Absolutely. Able to drop your hands for the body kick, for the body work, and for the head work. You got to keep your heads up because like exactly what happened. Dude closed the distance, feinted a couple of times, and threw a fucking spinning kick, and that was it. Spinning heel kick.
Okay. I got a question for you. What you think about this next fight? LUCINDO versus LEMOS.
I like Amanda Lemos, man. I really do, man. Great ground game, good hands. I'm not too familiar with the young lady she's fighting with, but I like Amanda Lemos. I really do. Had a couple setbacks recently, you know what I mean? But I like her.
Okay. I can respect that. I know a little bit about Lemos too, but I'm not too versed in these two ladies, but I'm excited. You know what I mean? I like seeing the ladies fight because they fight with the type of aggression that men, you know, be scared to go. They go in there. They play no games.
But you know what? You know, there's a new wave of female fighters right now, right? Back in the day, they were waitresses. Waitresses by day, fighter by night, you know, whatever by day, whatever by night. This new wave of female fighters are fighters. Okay. There's no other job, there's no side work, so they in the gym constantly, and their stand-up is different. Yeah. You got, you know, your cat Zenganos and you know what I'm saying? They were good fighters, great on the ground. But that stand-up wasn't it. These two female fighters now, they throwing like the men are. I mean, I hate to say like the men are because they fighting like fighters, man. And I like Amanda Lemos, I really do. If she can see dangerous on the ground, I gotta look at who she's fighting. I gotta look at who the record of the person she's fighting. But I like Lemos. I'm always going Lemos. Okay.
And see, that's right now she is plus 130. So they don't think she's going to win. They think Jasmine Lucindo is going to win. Or that's at least what the betting odds are right now. Lemos is plus 130. Luciendo's is minus 150, which is pretty close, but I mean, it's not a 50-50 fight. Not a 50-50 fight. So if Lemos was to win, how do you think she would win? Do you think she would
on the ground? On the ground?
Okay.
I'm looking at her opponent. So I'm thinking she got decent stand up. I mean, you know, the Brazilian women got great stand up. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But they know Brazil is known for being ground specialists for the most part. Okay. She kind of old, and you know what's funny? She kind of old too, man. Recently, man, the UFC has been the older fighters have been getting dethroned.
So, see, I got a question though. Since we here, I mean, my bad. And since we here, who is your favorite fighter in the UFC and why?
Right now?
Yes, right now.
Shit. Alex Pereira is knocking people into the shadow realm. That is crazy right now to see somebody go from in 3 years' time to, I mean, you look at how he hit Jamal Hill. He didn't even hit him flush. He clipped him and rolled his eyes up to his head. I mean, he's fantastic to watch. I love Max Holloway. Nobody throws punches. Nobody throws like Max Holloway. So my man, Ruthless Robbie Lawler. I explained Robbie Lawler versus Rory McDonald was one of the greatest fights I ever seen in my life, man. That man's lip was split like this. He looked like he had cleft lip. Ruthless Robbie Lawler was one of the first. Robbie Lawler, Chins Pulver. Look up Chins Pulver. You know, Little Evil was a beast. Those are my favorite fighters back. And then Cowboy, WEC Cowboy, not UFC Cowboy. WEC Cowboy was a beast. Okay. Roy McDonald and hey, Chins Pulver. There you go. These guys were animals back in the day, man. Before UFC had that power behind them, these little dudes was knocking people the fuck out, and it was brutal. It was bad. You know what I mean? These was real warriors. But right now, John Jones.
Yeah, that's my guy. I ain't gonna lie. He the one. I'm gonna be real. Without John Jones, I would not be introduced to the UFC. I wouldn't have an interest in the UFC like I have without John Jones. So that him and then Mighty Mouse, they're my two guys. So, you know.
Yo, I think pound for pound, Demetrius Johnson may be the greatest fighter. His only disadvantage was being at a smaller weight class, which wasn't sexy at the time.
Yeah.
All contact sports, we love heavyweights. We love big guys throwing heavy punches.
Yeah.
But Demetrius might have been the most technically sound. He was. I mean, his last knockout in Pride when he caught Slim with the hit him with the straight boom, and then waited, push, knee. You know what I'm saying? Those type of technical.
Hey.
It was too technical. It was the ability to wait for the right time. And not just go rushing in, throwing a bunch of punches. He waited, pushed him back to the right distance, waited for him to bounce off the cage. The only other person to do something like, I mean, not the only other person. I mean, his leaping arm bar on Ray Borg was crazy. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That was like, when it was over, I was like, what the fuck happened? I didn't understand it until I saw the replay and I was like, holy shit, how?
Yeah.
The only other person that had that type of insight was John Jones fighting Daniel Cormier.
Oh man, Cormier.
The leg sweep.
Hey,
to not rush him to hit him. Boom! I caught you. Now, leg, instead of rushing you, I'm a leg sweeper, so now you spinning around in circles.
All right, so look, these fighters. Let me give a quick intro for these ladies real quick. Okay, we got Jasmine LUCINDO. I hope I'm not saying that incorrectly, but it's LUCINDO versus Amanda Lemos, right? And this is a 115-pound weight class. Okay, so these ladies, man, they gonna come out there and they gonna give they all tonight. They gonna be in there, you know, trying to hurt each other for real, for real. Even though it's a smaller weight class, look for this to be a very, very, very good fight, okay? Now, Amanda Lemos is a bit older, so I don't know if 38 is going to play a factor. You know what I mean? Like C said, I mean, my bad, like the N said earlier, this is, you know, age, man. Age matters. But I mean, the overhand right, I mean, the striking of Lemos is dangerous, okay? That overhand right, she laying that jump on you, that's it. Boom, you hear me? So at 115, that could be a dangerous fight for any fighter.
So I'm looking at the last couple fights of each of them, right? I'm not really familiar with anybody that LUCINDO fought, and she fought in the last 4 fights, right?
Okay.
Lemos is in the last 4, she's 50%, right? But she fought Zhang Wei Li and lost by decision. I'm not mad at that. Shorty's, you know what I'm saying? She beat Mackenzie Dern, and then her last fight she lost by submission and armbar in the second round, at the very end of the second round. So I like Lemos. I'm not familiar with LUCINDO, man. I'm not. So. But I'm gonna go with what I'm familiar with.
From what it looks like, I mean, LUCINDO has a complete game, but I will say this: with striking, her striking don't look as sharp as Lemos. Okay, Lemos that hit you boom overhand. She got some skill with the way that she throws her strikes, and so I feel like LUCINDO might be trying to get her down to the mat potentially and go for, you know, any type of submission on the ground. But the problem with that is that you're going up against a veteran that is not going to allow you to just take her down like that. So it's going to be an interesting fight, man. Interesting fight.
She's on a 4-fight win streak.
I mean, that's a good that's a good look. That's a good
so
look.
Momentum is a big thing, man. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you can get that and keep moving and not be off a loss. One thing about a loss, what I noticed is fighters that lose, once you lose, that air of invulnerability is gone. That level of confidence is gone. You know what I'm saying? You're more concerned now. Now that you know what it's like to get knocked out, now you're worried about getting knocked out. You know what I mean? Now that's a real concern for you. A lot of fighters, undefeated fighters, once they lose, man, they start, I mean, never in my life will I ever say this dude is walk, but Israel Adesanya, once he got knocked out, it was like in the UFC, it was a thing now. Like now I'm concerned with
getting knocked out.
That. I'm not going there with the same reckless abandonment that I had before.
Yeah. I can agree with that. I can agree with that 1,000,000%. Izzy actually was one of my favorite fighters, man. Still is. I ain't gonna say was. He actually
still is.
I like the way he fight. I like the way he fight. Well, used to fight. Because like you said, the reckless abandonment isn't necessarily there right now. And that's something that, you know, as a UFC fan, that's something that we miss. You know what I mean? Like Conor McGregor as well. You know, like he had that same reckless abandonment. And now once you get hurt, once you get knocked out, once you get submitted, now you're thinking about it. And it's not who you are, or what we as fans actually are used to seeing.
And you know what's crazy, man? It's selfish of us as fans to really, like, this is the whole problem with Floyd Mayweather. As fans, we want 80s boxing. We want 80s boxing from Floyd. But Floyd is like, I'm not trying to be like these 80s boxers, these 70s, these 60s, you know what I'm saying? These guys that fought them wars that we love to go back to and say, look, this is how they fought back in the day. But it's like, man, look, I'm trying to live. I'm trying to enjoy my money. I'm not trying to be knocked out and slow for the rest of my life.
Yeah, because honestly, that's not even boxing. Boxing is the art of hitting and not getting hit.
Of hitting and not getting hit.
Knockout. It's not even really about the knockouts. We made it a thing as boxing fans. We made it that, you know. But the art of the skill, the fight, is more just hit and not get hit.
That's it. That's all it is.
Speaking of getting hit, this is your boy Big Son, by the way. To the comment that M made earlier about John Bones Jones, he's the only fighter I've ever seen make a grown man cry. Seriously. Do you remember that man cried after that fight? He cried because of the passion that he had, but he still cried. I don't care. Grown man, he cried after the fight.
Hey, look, don't do my man DC like that. DC is a highly, you know what's funny? Because the bad guy is so sexy, DC got a bad run.
Yeah.
DC was a great champion, a great person for the sport, Olympic level, you know what I'm saying? But hey man, it's always a guy, no matter how hard you try, no matter how good you are, that's at the top of the game. Especially you know what's great, especially in UFC, you noticed this for a long time. It was Volkanovski, and then there was Max Holloway,
yep,
and then there was everybody else.
Yeah.
Can't nobody get past Max for a long time, and Max couldn't get past Volkanovski. There was Israel Adesanya, and there was Robert Whittaker,
yeah,
and then there was everybody else.
Yeah.
Couldn't nobody get past Bobby Knuckles, and Bobby Knuckles couldn't figure out Israel Adesanya.
Nope.
There's John Jones, then there's Daniel Cormier, and then there's everybody else. I mean, you know what I mean? It's a guy that sits on top of the mountain, and there's a number two guy who's like, this ain't like a karate movie where the number two guy is the guy. The number one guy in UFC is always the guy, and everybody else is everybody. Demetrius Johnson.
Absolutely.
Henry Cejudo.
Okay.
Everybody else.
Yeah, I mess with Cejudo, man. Cejudo was like that. Hey, so we're going to talk this out. Here we go. Jasmine Lucindo, 23 years of age, 5'3", 115, reaches 66 inch. And then you got Amanda Lemos, 37 years of age, 5'4", 116, her reaches 65 inches. Lemos is 14, 4, and 1. Okay. Bryce Buffer going to do the chop down, you know what I'm saying? And Jasmine Lucindo is 17 and 5. Okay. So very similar record. AC, you wanted to get, I mean, my bad. The end, I keep calling them, but
I'm cool with that. I'm reporting from the end, but this C work, whatever.
I got you, but you give us a rundown. Just go ahead. It's on you now, my brother.
Hey, look, honestly, you know what's funny, man? Look, I'm an older guy now, right? I realized that the other day, right? I'm an older guy now, right? I don't want to fight nobody 23. The UFC curse, the UFC curse of 35, you know what I'm saying, 35 and fighting people in their 20s, that shit real, man. And look, when I was 20, I could do anything all day.
Absolutely.
You gotta see. I'm 42. I'm 42 now. You got a short, limited. How long you need me to do this shit for? Okay, that's all you getting. That's all I got.
Exactly.
I don't want to fight at 23. Is just different. Now, if Shorty, we gonna know from the first 15 seconds when them hands start flying if Shorty has the technical skill to, keep her hands up, keep her feet moving, keep her chin tucked.
Yeah. And
we'll know by the first couple of takedowns who's stronger, physically. And she looked bigger than Lemos. Lemos not a real big person. Technically, sound, but she's not a real big person.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be real. But she don't look more physically fit. Lemos look more physically fit than her. Like she been really in the gym, really working out. Her cuts is there. You know what I mean? Both of them pretty small ladies though. 115.
Hey, I hate to say what I'm about to say, but American 38 is not Brazilian 38. You know what I mean? It's not. It's not the same amount of years. You know what I'm saying? They're a little more healthy, a little more hungry. You know what I mean? she's not coming from a place of, you know, of excess and shit. So her mind state is gonna be different. Than what we think of when we say 38. But it's hard to go with an older person, man. It really is.
I don't know. And her defense, I'm about to say the old person come with wisdom. You know what I'm saying? She's showing it a little bit, you know, being wise out there, not being overzealous early.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you. Look, I could probably beat myself at 23 at my age now, but it's gonna have to be real precise and real quick. I don't have a long time to do this.
Hey, LUCINDO is throwing some pretty bad spinning kicks, man. Some really nasty ones. If she catch her with them jumps, man, that might be it. And they lock up.
I mean,
she better hope she don't fall. She better hope she don't fall.
LEMOS, if she get them combinations in on her that we seen in them highlights earlier, I don't know. It might be early for young Deuce.
I would like to see LEMOS. I would like to see LEMOS work behind her jab. She got a nice jab, a nice snapping jab. If she work behind that, I mean, that's for anybody for real. If you work behind that jab, you got it, man. That's the setup for everything else, man. You keep hitting somebody with that joint, and their head keep popping back, and that opens up anything you want to do after that. A takedown, you know what I'm saying? You can just keep feinting, and they're gonna be looking for that jab, especially if your jab is coming from your power hand.
Okay. Right now we got LUCINDO pressing LEMOS up.
Oh, they down. They down.
You know, no, they got pressed up against the cage, throwing. She threw a good little uppercut in there, but it ain't really land too much. And now they're down.
Yeah, here's where that groundwork comes to play. If LUCINDO can't get her up off of her, gotta watch her up kick.
Going on here. See what you think.
She better. I would honestly right now where they at, the way they got it. I don't really like all that weird rolling around when somebody got their knee in between. I would separate and try to get back in there maybe. Okay. Because honestly, the way it's sitting right now, the way they are right now, I'm pretty much sure that this is going to go on for the next minute, 2 minutes. They're going to be on the ground rolling around like this. Nothing substantial.
Absolutely.
Unless you get in there with some short elbows, you know what I'm saying? They're going to be rolling around like this. They're going to be trying for an arm bar, maybe you know what I'm saying, some type of knee bar or something like that. But I don't really see nothing coming out of this for the next minute and a half.
I'll say LEMOS, you definitely can tell she don't miss no leg days. Thunder thighs.
Yeah, nah.
Straight work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, right now, I feel like LEMOS just been having control of the fight right now. She been on top. She been on top the whole fight so far. I mean, as far as since they've been on the ground, she done a good job of not getting caught with any traps or not getting, you know, she just got control, in my opinion. I mean, don't get me wrong, LUCINDO is trying to get her in a trap, but I don't feel like she got enough. I feel like the veteran in her is stopping all of that. You get what I mean?
Yeah, like I said, it's going to be like this for the next 30. Like I said, a minute and a half, I said a minute ago, it's going to be like this for the next, you know what I'm saying, ground control, good round for LEMOS. I mean, short elbows. Put this one in the bank. LUCINDO going to have to figure out how not to get in this position for round 2. Yes. She's open too, and she's open. So can she take that cut underneath her eye and not let it affect her?
I mean,
for the next round,
but better than being on top. So I don't know how much that affects her. I don't know how much that hurts her. But realistically, I don't think that it hurts her very much.
No, I mean, you know what I'm saying? She didn't. The thing is, with takedowns, if you're trying to fight to get up, you're going to waste a lot of energy. Wasn't a lot of energy expelled just now. She took a couple good elbows to you know what I'm saying? Her eye open. She took a couple good elbows. Yeah. She doesn't look tired. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't even look like she's breaking a sweat yet. She doesn't look like she's breathing extra heavy.
Nah.
She got to figure out how not to get it back on the ground because she doesn't look like she has any answer for that takedown.
I mean, but I think she was trying to engage in it to see if she was going to be able to get Lemos. You know what I mean? She's trying to engage, but the biggest punch of that round is like a elbow, like a two piece. It was like a
now
right.
Look. They about to show us the elbow. She going with the elbow.
That elbow was vicious. That elbow was vicious. Oh my goodness.
I've been hit with one of them before. It is not a good feeling. It is not a good feeling. I'm telling y'all right now.
Right on the outside.
And while Shorty was expecting this, she came with this. She shortened that joint and came with the elbow. Is that good?
Oh, see, I was hit different. I was hit with the same hand. You hear me? Straight connection. Boom, boom. You hear me? So yeah, it was different, but still, hey, we'll form a caterpillar. She got a caterpillar up under her eye for sure.
Yeah, she got to slow down, man. She moving. You know what's funny? A lot of times, all that bouncing and shit, you wasting a lot of energy. You need to just stay calm. When I look at somebody moving too much, I feel like that's either anxiety or, you know what I'm saying, you worried about what they're going to see. You keep all this extra movement, but every movement that you're making is taking some type of it's taking something off your stamina bar.
Yeah.
And a risk because that wild kick she just called, she could have just took her down off that one. You hear me? So she better calm down out there.
A lot of faith.
Then
a lot of faith.
It creates timing. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching you bounce, and you bounce. Now I'm counting you bouncing.
Right there. Good leg.
So now I'm catching you. I'm catching you on your bounce. You know what I'm saying? If you fake and you fake again, and when you go to fake that third, I was watching Jackie Chan and Benny Aikido fight, and I was laughing because Jackie faked, then he faked again, and on this third fake, Benny caught his ass. Bye, because I knew you was coming in. So all that bouncing, I'm catching your time in there. You got to move side to side, lateral movement. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go forward and back. You got to side to side. You got to spin. You know what I'm saying? You can't let somebody get your back to the, because all that bouncing got her back to the wall, got her back to the gate.
Yeah,
you bouncing, and you bouncing backwards a little bit more each time.
Right now, you have Lemos with like kind of side control on the gate. Lucindo's trying to fight off of the gate right now. But
he's going to slam her.
But right now, it looked like Lucindo. It looks like Lemos just got control. It looks like Lemos just.
I'm telling y'all, Lemos going to slam her. It's only a matter of time. Look at them thighs. I'm telling you, look at that work. Locked in.
Short punches on the inside.
What did I tell you?
Quick takedown.
Yeah. Yeah, back up, but she just spends too much energy, like you said, Dan.
She's going for the guillotine.
Definitely a quick takedown.
She got her side control. She got her right side control. You know what I'm saying? Head tucked. You know what I mean? It's not, even if nothing goes on from this position, I got top position. So that's time off the clock. And you got to fight from your back to try to get up. So now you're going to be tired.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like Lemos is controlling this fight clearly. You know what I mean?
Elbows. Now she got her full top control. All she got to do, she got her hands locked. All she got to do is separate her hands, throw short elbows. Ooh, after 5 or 6 of them, she gonna give up her back, choke her out. As curtains.
That was a really good elbow in the with the full control on the ground right there by Lemos.
And you don't have time. You don't have time in a 3-round fight.
You don't.
You got to go in there and put the pedal to the metal, and just go for 3 straight rounds. You can fight if you as a UFC fighter, if you can't go for 3 straight rounds, 15 minutes, then you need to go back to the gym and work on your cardio.
Absolutely, absolutely. It looks like
I can understand.
It looks like Lemos gonna run away with this one right now because
it's in the bag. We almost done with round 2. Unless Shorty get up and knock her out, what she gonna have to do, that's it.
Yeah. I mean, she got one more round. She got one more round to do something. Something.
Hey, look, Kamaru Usman got knocked out with like 10 seconds left against Leon Edwards, so it's never over.
It's never over. But right now, Lemos has full control on LUCINDO, on top of her, straight up full control.
Laying short elbows.
Ground. Quick elbow, great elbow. Great elbow on the
Short,
ground.
quick.
Great right elbow by Lemos. And Lemos just got control of the fight right now, man. Lemos is just, don't get me wrong, LUCINDO is on the ground trying to fight back, but Lemos just got full control. Just like
this is a veteran, a veteran. This is 20 plus years of or 15 plus years of fight experience right here.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even though she's not inflicting a lot of damage, even though LUCINDO's got up quickly, jumped right up after the bell, you know what I'm saying? She's quick.
Yeah.
She doesn't have an answer for this yet. She doesn't know what to do with this type of pressure. She doesn't know what to do when she gets up against that cage. You know, she doesn't. Lemos got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what you call the work of a wily veteran.
The fight, fellas. My bad, not to cut you off, Big Son. And I'm gonna let you finish. So what y'all got right now? Big Son go last, and then tell me what you gotta say. So C go 2-0. Big Son, what you got?
Man, I got Lemos all the way. I mean, what else can I say? I mean, it's straight work right now, and like I said, sometimes the old dog don't need to learn no new tricks. Work with the ones you got and go to work. Straight work. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Straight work.
Straight work.
What the Jazz?
I want to thank everybody.
What the Jazz folks do?
To fight UFC. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying what the Jazz. I'm co-signing. What the Jazz folks do when somebody hit the jump? That's it. I mean, he said everything needed to be said. Unless you go for the knockout, ooh. Yeah, see, at this point, round 3, LUCINDO got to go. She got to let her go. She got to let her hands go. She can't afford to get. She got to keep it. She got to command the center of the cage. She can't let her back get to the cage because what she do, she got to unload.
Right there.
She got to unload.
Right there.
This will be her mistake. I'm about to say this will be her mistake. Do not play that game with her.
Okay.
Don't play that game with her.
You got LUCINDO on the top. You got LUCINDO finally in full control. Well, it's kind of side control. I would say.
Yeah, she got her half guard. She got her half guard right now. If she can get her leg, Lemos got her leg locked in. If she can get her leg over, she got her. She in side control now. Lemos got her back in half control. She got her leg locked in. If she can get, she need to go full mount.
She's trying to get the
she
leg
need to go full mount and try to go for that ground and pound. That half. She don't have enough time for this half guard. She got to free her left leg, and then she got to get full mount and just go ground and pound and just let empty the tank.
But Lemos doing a good job with holding her arm. She's doing a good job.
Control from underneath.
Yeah, with blocking her arm, blocking her left arm, so she can't really have a spot to throw shots at.
She got her full side control. She got to go short elbows. I mean, that's the only she can do from the position she's in right now. I wouldn't be trying to give her a side control. They got to get her feet out the cage, get her toes out the cage.
Yeah, oh no, she's using that cage. She about to use that cage to get up to.
You can't put your toes in between the cage. That's the same as your fingers.
That's true. That's true.
That gives you the ability to crawl and climb. The ref need to be on top of that right now. He needs to, get her toes out the cage.
The ref ain't say nothing about it. Hey, look, that's a veteran move, bro. That's a veteran move.
Hey, look, Joe Rogan said the same thing. She got her toes in the cage. You got to get her toes out.
That's a good ground and pound. That's a good. It looks like it's about a good ground and pound from LUCINDO. My bad, I keep calling her Lemos.
She got to figure out how to get her elbow short. She's trying to cock the elbow back and drop it. She got to drop short one, just little short.
Yeah.
boom, 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 3 inches, 4 inches away from the target, and just keep dropping them jumps on the forehead.
Not even pulling it back, just pushing it down.
Nope.
Don't pull it back. Straight pushing it down. Straight pushing
John
it down.
John Jones doesn't. He rakes them jumps across your face. That's what she needs to do. Now they back up on their feet. Bam. But now she's back in. Now she's on the bottom. See, that's it. That's game. Lemos too smart to let her get opposition again. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's fight over. Fight over. Fight over.
Unless Lemos does something stupid, what she doesn't do often, that's it.
Yeah.
I guess you heard Craig 5 on Friday. You've been down before, Lemos. Come on, Lemos. Get up, Lemos. You've been down before. No question. No question. No doubt about it.
That's that composure. That's that veteran composure.
Veteran.
You hear me?
Straight up veteran. Hey, if y'all would have bet with Lemos, like the end told you guys, you would be looking at the end of this fight right now and maybe having some money on the books with you. You know what I mean?
No doubt about it. You'd have had you definitely some ducats in the pocket.
Hey, just a couple zeros. That's all that matters. A couple zeros.
Yeah, I mean,
y'all will believe. Y'all will believe. We bet it, man. We bet it.
I think this easy. I think this easy money. I think that I think Lemos didn't beat her up like they said on the telecast, but I think she clearly won. I mean, she had control of the whole fight for the most part. She had control of the fight.
I keep saying, this is not. I work at the diner on the weekends. These are real fighters, man. Lemos is, you know what I'm saying? She's. I'm pretty sure her upbringing was tough Brazilian. You know what I mean? So it's a different 38 than, like I said earlier. It's a different 38 than an American 38. It's not a cushy 38, a hungry 38.
Okay. Hey, we got our first official fight with the end. You know what I mean? And he predicted it. Clean money. You know, how do y'all hate that? If y'all been tuning in to Score the Fight, man, we try to, give you guys the insight to the fights and give you guys the best rundowns. And guess what? The end was absolutely right in the end. You know what I mean? We only got to see the scorecards. I'm gonna let y'all know now, if they take this fight, which don't happen too much in the UFC, but if they take this fight, I'm gonna be very surprised. Lemos dominated the whole fight from round one. She had full control, side control. She had all types of control throughout the whole fight. And I mean, LUCINDO put herself in a lot of bad positions. And the last round, I'm still giving to LUCINDO though.
Yeah, no. I don't know. I get at it even. They both had a takedown. They both had ground control for pretty much the same amount of time.
Okay. Here comes.
How do you what's that 2.5 rounds to a half a round? I mean, yeah. That last round could have gone in. The last round was a draw.
Let me give him the decision. After 3 rounds, cool cards for the decision. 29-28. You winner by unanimous decision. Amanda Lemos. 9-4 in the UFC. Amanda Lemos. Okay. Did I call it? I said 2 rounds to 1.
LUCINDO, you got a caterpillar to remember this fight. But you will remember you're a good fighter, but you got to learn how to stay composed. Don't come out there and be so anxious. A fighter can see that.
Okay.
Don't be so anxious.
Hey, so we gotta go to the next fight, fellas. So, hey,
I like JALIN Turner. I do. his last he 3-1 in his last 4.
Okay.
So he gotta win this, or Dana White will give him the boot. You can't be on unless you somebody like what's my man got the highest knockout. I can't think of it. My balls was hot. What's his name? You know what I'm talking about?
You know, Rabbit?
I'm old, so he escaped my neck. We're running the Rossi fine ass. He got the most knockouts in the UFC. I can't think of his name right now. I'm coming up with a blank. But unless you one of them type of guys, you cannot be 4 and you can't be 4-1 in your last 5. So Jalin Turner got to win. He got a great jab. He got a wonderful jab. You know what I'm saying? But again, hey, look. One thing about us, we keep our hands. Everybody think they Floyd Mayweather, and don't nobody keep their hands up. He's another one of them dudes to keep his hands at his waist.
Okay.
So if he don't put his hands up, he's getting knocked out.
Okay.
His opponent is 3-1 in his last 4. I mean, he's 4 in his last 4. He's 4-1. I mean, 3-1.
Okay.
He hasn't. So he gonna have to keep his hands up. His last 2 was by knockout and KO and TKO.
Derek Lewis. That's what you talking about.
Derek Lewis. There you go. My balls was hot. That's my dude. Derek Lewis. Unless you Derek Lewis or a you know what I'm saying? You can't lose 4. You can't lose 3 fights and still be in the UFC and not be a name. So Jalin Turner, he really got to win this. He's only 13, number 13. The only way I see him winning is by knockout. He's not a ground guy. He's a stand-up fighter.
Okay.
So he gonna have to put something together. But I think if he don't keep his hands up, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be a problem. And I think if Ignacio can get behind him, that's an easy submission.
Okay.
Well, let me slide on in here while I got an opportunity, man, just to shout out everybody who done hit that like button today. You know how we do on Score the Fight. We always shout out the fans, man, that hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? So Yusef always with us. Shout out to Yusef, Miguel, Alfonso, Toon, Heron, Alvin, and who else am I missing? Anybody? That's everybody, man. Thank y'all all for hitting that like button here on Score the Fight, man. We have a lot of people on, a big crowd, man, a big crowd that's rocking with us. And y'all know, man, this UFC, bring them out. So if y'all are out there, wherever you're from, tell us where you're from. Tell us who you're riding with. Tell us who you think gonna win. Whatever you got for us, man, here, don't be afraid to hit that comment up. Hit that comment section, man. We want to hear from y'all. Everybody listening in on Score the Fight, man. Come on through. Rock with us. Say what you got to say. We want to hear who you got. Who y'all think going to win. You know, we doing all the talking, but that's what the comment section is for, so we can hear what you got to say. And soon coming up, we're going to have a Twitterverse for everybody, and I'm going to let the experts here at Score the Fight give y'all the answers to what's being said on Twitter.
Yes, sir. You know what I mean? Hey, he had to come in with the announcement, man. You gotta respect that. You know what I mean? Next, we got Jalin Turner versus Isinat. Say that again. Say that again for me.
Ignacio Bahamondes.
Okay, Bahamondes. There we go. Ignacio. I be having trouble with certain people's names. I don't be trying to butcher their names. I know that as a sports analyst, we gotta get it right. But I am.
Hey, look, they don't even look. Joe Rogan and them don't even get it right, man. A lot of these guys, man. You know what? Dana White known for grabbing somebody off a contender series, or I'm looking for a fight. You know what I mean? And he's grabbing people from everywhere. If you got a good streak,
yeah,
and you looking like something, you might end up on the big stage. Somebody might go out and he'll pull you right up to that big stage. And these guys are coming from everywhere. You say Wei Li, you know what I'm saying? And then a lot of those Chinese fighters, we butcher their names. They don't even give a shit. They just happy to be there and they say, look, we'll take it. You know what I mean?
I agree. But see, this is
hey, look.
I'm trying to be the best analyst I could be, man. So I do
hey, look.
Listen, I do work on those names. Just letting people know I work on those names.
Hey, look, Denzel Washington's name is Denzel. We've been calling this man Denzel for 40 goddamn years. His name is Denzel. We butchering everybody. We butchering everybody's name, and they like, I don't care, just pay me. I don't care. Just write the name right on the check. You know, so just write the name right on the line.
Hey, I'm gonna keep butchering Denzel's name because guess what? You can't change it now. You should have told us this 20 years ago. You should have corrected that 20 years ago, bro. You should have been like, look, my name is Denzel. My name is Denzel. My name is.
Hey, look.
That's what we right.
As long as that $20 million check clear, I don't care what you call me. As long as you ask sir, it cleared. I'm cool. Whatever you call me after that.
Hey, I'm with you on that though. I feel you on that. Hey, so
seven. Hey, look. 7 zeros. Like,
okay. So on the Twitterverse, I want to get y'all opinions on this. So on the Twitterverse, y'all know he on Score the Fight. We keep it 100. We do not sugarcoat nothing. The Twitterverse, the crowd is largely dissatisfied with the product of the UFC right now. So I wanted to go to one of the comments and see what you guys had to say. They say unless a WMM fighter is elite like Zhang Weili, if I'm saying that name right, probably not. And
Weili.
Weili and Valentina
Shevchenko.
Okay.
I got
they have no
yeah.
business being on the UFC PPV main card, prelims, or fight night. That's it. I'll make an exception for Orain Lipsky and Veronica Hardy.
Okay.
For reasons. What do you have to say about this?
I'm not mad at that. I don't want to see no. Here's the thing: if I'm paying, and this is for the paying customers, I don't know if y'all who's illegally stripped, whatever. For the paying customers, if you paying $79.99 or $69.99 if you get it 10 days ahead of time, I don't want to see nobody that I don't know. Unless somebody's coming up from the undercard to fill in a spot. I need to see I need known fighters on the main card. Prelims.
Respect.
You know what I'm saying? It's the equivalent of, you know, if I go to see the Lakers, I want to see LeBron. I don't want to see everybody else. I want to see what draws me to this event. So on that main card, if you don't have a number next to your name, top 15, you know, I don't want to see you on the main card. Now, undercard, prelims, early prelims, I don't really give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Prelim main event should be somebody in the top 15. But that's for men. I feel like for the women, it's not really that many women in the UFC that are those main draws. So I feel like anybody, and I don't want to relegate them to the prelims only. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
the status just because you're not ranked, it's kind of messed up. But I'm not mad at that take.
Okay, yes indeed. Let me get one more in there. Flan FON 94 says that Lemos versus Lucindo fight was the worst fight of the year. Cuddling each other for 15 minutes is horrendous to watch.
Why you mad at women cuddling for 15 minutes? Why some women cuddle for? No, I'm just playing. They have been. Francis Ngannou and Derek Lewis was terrible to watch. That was worse than watching Lemos and Lucindo fight. You know, and what they did. There was some stand up there. There was some good ground game there. But they threw a 23-year-old in there with a 38-year-old veteran. You know what I mean? And that's what you get. You get somebody that's, if I don't have to do a lot, Floyd Mayweather, if I don't have to do a lot of work, I'm not going to do a lot of work.
And I don't blame Lemos. I don't at all. I don't blame Lemos. That you take advantage of your advantage. You know what I mean? This is combat sport. So if I can go in there and just lay on somebody for 15 minutes, if that's what the case is, I'm gonna lay on them for 15 minutes, and I'm gonna get my money, I'm gonna get my win, and I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna be happy with no scars. You know,
like caught her with a couple good elbows, and
hey, look, I go home. I'm not even banged up. I could fight again in a month. In a month, I could be right back on another fight.
Yeah. I can film in for somebody on the next card. You know what I mean?
Yep. So let's get this win and keep it moving. Okay. And so look, it's getting close to the fight, so I'm gonna definitely give the announcement. We already got our prediction for the fight. And like I said, the end. He got it right for the first one. Let's see what his number go for today. You know, right now. So we got Jalin Turner, 29 years of age, 6'3". He is 154 pounds, 77-inch reach. He's fighting IGNACIO, however you say his name, 6'3", 156 pounds, and he has a 75.5-inch reach. IGNACIO is 27 years of age, and but. Say it one more time. Last name.
Bahamondes.
Bahamondes. Okay.
So look, he's so I'm gonna run down his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In his last 6, he's a KO, submission, decision. He lost a decision, KO by head kick, and TKO. So he's on a pretty decent. You know, damn, he's tall as shit. And then Jalin Turner, he's win by submission, split decision loss, win by TKO, and TKO loss by elbow. So if he can keep it on that, they both tall. He need to keep it on his feet. He's not great on the ground.
Yeah,
he's not. I feel like that's something that we don't take seriously. That jiu-jitsu part, wrestling, yeah, jiu-jitsu, no. So he's gonna have to keep it on the feet.
You gotta keep it on the feet. Jalin Turner.
He gotta keep it. Hey, look, he got a great long jab, like a quick type of joint. You know what I'm saying? But he gonna have to keep it on the ground. I mean, he gonna have to keep it on the feet.
Yeah, I mean, but even with a good long jab, right? Even when you say it's a long jab and he got good distance, both of these guys are 6'3". Both of these guys got a little bit distance. Okay, we're gonna get it kicked off, man. We're gonna get it kicked off. Okay.
He already caught 2 rights.
Okay, so I guess you caught up to me now. So right now, Jalin Turner's on the front foot. And Jalin Turner is ranked number 13. Oh, Bahamondes lands a good overhand right.
Mm-hmm.
Jalin Turner, Bahamondes goes for a roundhouse kick to the head. Does not lag. Excuse me.
Good body kick.
Okay. And now they get down to the ground.
Short elbows. Hey, you know what? One thing I feel like a lot of these fighters are lacking is an attack to the body.
Yeah. The UFC don't have a good body. Yeah, don't have body blows as much as they should. That's the thing I used to like about Izzy, man. Izzy used to hit you to the body, man.
Hey, look, so my thing is this: if I catch you to the head, bop, you're gonna throw your hands up automatically, unless you will catch a third one. If you don't put your hands up, when I throw that second one, if your hands don't start moving up, then I'm gonna throw another one to the head. But if your hands go up, I'm going straight to your body.
Just think about.
And you're gonna drop your goddamn. You're gonna drop your hands.
Back kick John Jones just landed for the TKO. Beautiful body shot. Boom. Send him to the hospital.
Steve backed up and was like, God, you know what I'm saying? your body wide open when you're expecting something from the head. If I keep going upstairs, I'm going right downstairs, and you're going to drop, and I'm going to go back upstairs.
Yeah, right now, Bahamondes was trying to land them elbows on the top. I mean, he's very active at the bottom, but I mean, still right now, Turner has had full control. You know, he's in the full guard the whole time. Bahamondes is trying to fight out of that spot. But
He going for the arm. He gonna go for the arm bar or the.
Oh man,
he got him locked in.
Like he got him, and
by submission. That's it. I told you if it goes to the ground, it's over. That's 2.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm gonna do a victory lap.
Okay. Bahamondes with the submission.
I told you, Turner got to keep it on the feet.
Yep. Once he got to the ground, that was about it. He never got a chance to get back up.
He's not even good. He's not even good on the ground in full ground control.
Exactly. How do you get on full control? And you got caught with a triangle guillotine.
You know what's funny? We don't take up wrestling in high school.
Nope.
That's not a sport. We go baseball. We go football. We go basketball, football, baseball.
Yep.
But we don't. You can go far with wrestling. You can learn how to punch. Max Holloway said he learned how to fight playing UFC games. He learned how to fight, not how to throw a punch, but he learned the technical shit of fighting playing a UFC game. You can learn how to punch. Wrestling, that's takedowns. That's taking somebody down. That's taking down defense. Wrestling is the most important. Jiu-jitsu don't really. You can learn jiu-jitsu. You can learn, you know what I'm saying, that type of what to go for once you get somebody down. But ground control type shit, Kurt Angle could have been a great UFC fighter if he didn't break his neck. Wrestling wrestling and some form of boxing is all you need to be a great UFC fighter. Yeah,
you need boxing. I'm gonna be real. To be a complete fighter though. To be a complete fighter, you need, in my opinion, you need 3 things. You don't need 2. You could get by with 2, but you need to have some type of footwork. So you need some type of taekwondo, something like that as well. You get what I mean? Because
taekwondo, as far as the martial arts, would probably be the best to learn.
Yeah.
Or kickboxing.
Kickboxing is cool too. Like I said, taekwondo, kickboxing, that's fine. Something with your legs, right? And then you need boxing, regular boxing for your hands. And then you need wrestling. Wrestling, judo, something like that along those lines to wrestle with these guys.
I'm going to say wrestling might be the most important.
Yeah, wrestling. I will say wrestling is the most important. I'm saying all 3. I think you need
Ben Askren. You know Ben Askren, right?
Yeah.
Cold trash. Great wrestler, though.
Great wrestler.
He parlayed his wrestling into a successful MMA career in Bellator, and that's what got him to the UFC, being a champion, because as long as I can get my hands on you, you can't do shit about it.
Yeah. And that's all.
So Ben Askren was really, he was okay. You know, that Bellator, we got him from one champion. We traded him for Demetrius, for Mighty Mouse.
Yeah.
But his wrestling ability is what gave him the advantage over there, because he's bigger than, the average Japanese guy and being stronger. Ben Askren was able to grab a watermelon and really just squeeze that joint till it popped. Now, his stand-up was garbage.
Question. So we got to go to the next fight, man. What you think about the next fight?
I love Justin Gaethje. I love Gaethje. But Fiziev is a beast, man. I like Fiziev. They wasn't supposed to be fighting.
Okay.
Gaethje was supposed to be fighting. Somebody was fighting Dan Hooker. But I got nobody. I got a good fight. I got it mostly stand up this fight.
So do you got to go into a decision?
I got somebody getting knocked out in the second round.
Okay.
I don't know who though. I don't know who. Gaethje is a beast, man. Gaethje, his last fight was against Max Holloway, and I think if any UFC fan remembers, meet me in the center of the ring, and Gaethje get knocked out with like 3 seconds left in the fight. And Fiziev is he's a beast. Somebody's going out. I think somebody's going out in the second round.
Okay. I like that bet. I like that under. I like that under 2.5 will be the bet on that. So right now we got Fiziev. He is minus 158. Gaethje is plus 138. Okay. So I mean, if you guys want to go with that bet, you know what I mean. If you guys believe one of those fighters will win, you know, that's what it is. But for me, I think it's gonna go. I'm taking Fiziev, man, because I just feel like he's a beast, man. He got that tenacity with him. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be a good fight. It's gonna be a good fight. I can't see what it say. Retire, Bobby. Retire who?
Justin.
Oh man.
I think. Hey, look. I love Justin Gaethje, man. It's a war with him. He's one of them guys that if I was in a battle in a gas station with like 100 people, give me Robbie Lawler and Justin Gaethje, because they're not gonna stop fighting till they die. But Gaethje need to go ahead and hang it up, man. He's gonna be punch drunk. He's gonna be a punch drunk old man. Swear to God. He's got some of the worst fights I've ever seen in my life. I mean, some of the most brutal, you know, rock'em sock'em robot type of boom, 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 boom type shit.
Yeah.
I think he should hang it up.
You think he should hang it up?
And his last fight was brutal. His last fight was brutal. Max Holloway and him. Max tuned his ass up. Max is a very proficient striker. He lost to Iliad, but he tuned Justin Gaethje's ass up. I mean, it was bad. I mean, and then in that last 10 seconds, you know, come see me in the middle of the ring shit. That shit went and knocked his ass smooth out. I mean, he needs to go ahead and it's about time to leave them gloves in the middle of the ring.
You think so?
Absolutely. If you want to have a quality life for the rest of your life, if you want to live a quality existence, yeah, absolutely.
Oh man. Oh,
Go watch some old Justin Gaethje highlights, man. It's some rock'em sock'em robot shit, man. It's beautiful, but it's brutal.
Hey man, that's what happened though. That's what happened. That's what happened. I mean, I feel like I don't feel like Gaethje's got enough left in him. Don't get me wrong. You can't keep going through wars. I think that anybody that's gone through too many wars, I think that lowers your chance of winning, because all it takes is one hit when you've been through all the wars.
Can I just say his fighter's ear shows how many wars he's been through. I think he can stand another one.
Okay.
He's been through some some quality battles, man.
Do you think that gives him the edge?
In tactics, yeah. In fucking impact, no. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely not.
Okay. I mean, he's ranked number 3. He ranked number 3, 25-5.
He's not beating Oliveira. He's not beating Armin. I think Dustin Poirier can get him out of there, even though Dustin Poirier is toying with retirement. Max Holloway just whooped the shit out of him. I mean, I don't know where he goes from here. For real, honestly, he's almost that whole top 4 people are all gatekeepers.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, the champion at that weight class
not gonna lose.
was Ilia Topuria, and he just left to go up to the next weight class because UFC said we're not doing no more double champ shit.
Yeah,
because you know that shit is tying up the division, and we got to let it go.
Yeah,
I mean, but this is their first fight. You know what I'm saying? But Justin Gaethje is a slick fighter. I don't know, man. I think that you know what's funny? I recall this fight, and I think I had it more so for Fiziev. But when you're leaking from your face, it's hard to give you the fight when the other guy's not bleeding.
Yeah, that's true.
Even if it's from a headbutt or some shit like that, or you caught me with a slick ass elbow that split me open. Yeah, it's hard to get a fight to somebody that's not bleeding. You know what I'm saying? That's bleeding when somebody else isn't.
I agree.
But I think I had Fiziev for that last fight. I think I did.
Okay. I mean, Gaethje, man, Gaethje's a warrior though.
Oh no, he's a fucking animal, yo.
Yeah, he's a
warrior. That's not somebody I want to run into after the bar. And you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, this dude want to fight. I go outside and see him. I'm shitting on myself. Because I'm gonna have to. You will have to kill him. You will have to kill. You know what I'm saying? He's not a guy that you just gonna walk through. It's gonna be a hell of a night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Look, you walked out the bar drunk. You definitely went home sober.
You ain't going. You're not going home. You're gonna go home eventually, but you're gonna make a quick pass through the ER and all that shit. Exactly.
You might get lucky, man. It just might be a fight.
Nah, you going to that little blue tent. That's where you going.
The blue tent, yeah. You going to the blue tent.
And what Big Son say? Concussion protocol. That's where your ass is going.
Oh, man.
Yes, sir. You going to that little flashlight that look like a pin in your eyes. They're gonna be telling you follow. Yeah.
You will not be going back into the game. I promise you.
Hey, that's crazy. That's crazy.
But for this fight, it's gonna be a stand-up fight. It's not going to the ground. But I got that last knockout from Max Holloway doing something to Justin Gaethje.
Okay.
You know, I just got Fiziev for this one.
Okay.
But probably by decision, because unless he knocks Gaethje out, you know what I'm saying? Unless he can get him gone, it's going to be a back and forth for 3 rounds.
Yeah. I think it's going to definitely be a back and forth for 3 rounds.
I mean, I would definitely enjoy that since everything else has been, you know, clutched down or, you know, I mean, especially I can't take nothing away from Ruffy though. He did his thing with that joint across the temple. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like Major Payne say, yeah, I'm gonna take this boot, put it across your face. You hear me? But I'm ready to see some clutching though. I'm ready to see some clutching. So I hope they do get it in.
Yes, sir. Got Rafael Fiziev, man. You know,
I like this guy. I really do.
I mean, I
don't know.
He got to be best winner tonight.
Now what I don't like is that mouse under his eye.
Yeah, but
He got a little something going on under his right eye. And if I was
a little analysis straight quick from you before this one start, on this Twitter comment right here, it says if Gaethje wants a title shot, he needs to give it all he got tonight, especially coming off his loss. He took the ML to win tonight. So he said he took, especially coming off his loss, this guy took the money line for Gaethje to win tonight. What do you think? Does he need to win if he wants a title shot coming off the last loss?
Honestly, I don't even think a title shot, I mean, unless he does it in spectacular fashion, I don't even think a title shot is even in the works for Justin Gaethje, honestly.
Okay.
Not. I mean, he's gonna have, if he knocks him out in the first minute and a half, then maybe. But no, I don't see it.
I agree with that 1,000,000%. Like, nah, I don't see a title shot coming in.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Shout out to the Twitterverse. That came from Sid, SIDD, at BP Sid, BPSIDD.
Yeah, it's going to have to be in spectacular fashion. I mean, when I say I mean like when Francis Ngannou uppercutted Alistair Overeem and he almost flew off his goddamn feet. It's going to have to be in spectacular fashion.
Yes.
6 seconds,
so we
9
got
seconds.
some breaking news. Jalen Turner, after the loss, he just told the press that he is retiring after the loss. He is retiring. Is that not what he called for? Is that not what he called for? I mean, the end, is that not what he called for? I think you predicted that one, right?
Hey, look, I didn't say he needed to retire, but I know him as a fighter, and he just don't have he don't have the tool. He don't have the tools for the UFC. The UFC is the best of the best. He can go play in the G League. You know what I'm saying? Where Bronny should be at. And I'm gonna leave that alone for that. But he goes to the G League.
You better watch it.
Hey, look, look, y'all know me. I ain't never been scared of nobody.
Look at his face after that loss. He looked like he wanted to retire. I'm sorry, but he looked like he wanted to retire. Look at
He just brawny though.
He's right here. Look at his face, though. Look at it.
He don't have the tools for it.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I mean,
I like him as a fighter. He's cool.
He's shaking his head. He like, oh, hell nah. Hell nah.
Hey, look, he can kick my ass, you know what I'm saying? But you don't have the tools for what you're doing right now. And that's you know, we just, like I said, we don't do wrestling. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that. We don't take that type of shit serious. We don't do those type of skills. We don't have those type of skills. We don't do jiu-jitsu and all of that other stuff. And MMA as a sport has just become a thing where you can say, look, I'm a trainer in MMA. You know, a lot of people have styles and they learn karate or they learn, you know, Stephen Wonderboy Smith is a hell of a taekwondo, you know what I'm saying? But you need to learn how to strike, how to wrestle, how to defend, and how to submit. And almost like Bruce Lee said, in those styles, you just need to know this shit right here. And we don't have the skill to wrestle and to do that. So once we go down to the ground, that's it for us. Rampage, you know what I'm saying? You know, hell of a stand-up, go down, that's it.
Yeah, the Jalen news is the Jalen Turner news is making its rounds.
Now I wish he would have taken that time and thought about that and laid it, you know, had his moment and laid his gloves in the ring, you know, and had his moment, his final moment, you know. That's not some shit.
That's true.
That's not some shit. You know, you got to take the time to, you know, if you're a basketball player, you're not going to retire without, you know, having your moment, your last season, your final, you know, this is it for me. So he should have had his moment in the middle, you know, left his gloves there and had that moment. But, you know, maybe, you know, reconsider that and have one more fight and then say, all right, now I'm done. You know, it's nice to go out on a high note. maybe get somebody, you know, that's not up and coming. You know what I'm saying? That's a rough thing for an older guy or whatever to fight a younger dude. So maybe get somebody that's on their, you know, get you a quick win on your way out the door and then say, look, I'm done.
Double A on Twitter said, sucks that Gaethje versus Fiziev 2 is only a 3-rounder, but still 100% due to be a banger. I seen Justin getting the job done again, but can't afford to count Fiziev out. What do you feel about that comment?
Yeah, so you only got 15 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's not a fight, it's not a championship fight, so you don't have them 5 rounds, so you don't have to, you know, preserve yourself for the championship round. So you got 15 minutes to just bang. And Justin Gaethje is gonna bang. This is gonna be a banger. You know, it's gonna be a lot. Somebody gonna get cut open. You know, so I think that if Justin Gaethje's smart, he would target that eye with that bruise up underneath of it.
Give you the rundown real quick. Justin Gaethje, 36 years old. Rafael Fiziev is 33. Rafael Fiziev is 5'8". Justin Gaethje is 5'11". Both of them 156 pounds. Fiziev have a 71.5-inch reach, and Justin Gaethje has a 70-inch reach. Justin Gaethje is 25-5. Okay. You can go ahead and continue on.
I'm going with Fiziev, the underdog, right? Fiziev is who's the underdog here? That's who I'm going with.
Well, probably Fiziev. They fought before, and he got the win. It's not going to the ground. I'm willing to almost bet my life that it's not going to go to the ground. I mean, it might go for a minute, unless Fiziev decides to take it to the ground. It's going to be a stand-up fight.
Well, maybe if that's the weakness, that's what I'm going to use. That's what I've been saying the whole time. That's how I would take my best advantage. Okay, I'm going to definitely take my best advantage. Okay, that's just how I look at it.
I mean, if you smart, like with this next fight, if you smart, you take Alex Pereira ass to the ground. You know what I mean? But
for sure,
you know, as one thing these fighters have, and all fighters have, is an ego. So you want to meet somebody where they good at. So you know Justin Gaethje gonna sit there and bang with you, so you're gonna bang with Justin Gaethje, but that's not a smart decision, honestly.
No, because Justin Gaethje don't have a brain. You know, like not saying it like that, but like he's gonna keep banging the whole fight.
I understand exactly what you said. I'm sure he's smart and he reads books and he has passions about shit outside of fighting, but in the ring, rock'em sock'em robots, nigga. That's you know what I'm saying?
Hey, so that's just to speak to that point. KO Trends, I want to see what you think about this. KO Trends say all action striker with extreme power. He lands most of his strikes to the head and legs, but absorbs plenty of shots in return. Will get aggressive style. Will his aggressive style be enough to defeat Fiziev again?
It's gonna be the same fight. You know what I mean? It's just a matter. The question is, did Fiziev learn anything from their last encounter? And you know, has the wars that Justin Gaethje been in since then had an effect on his whatever? But it's going to be face to face. Oh shit!
Oh man, it went to the ground. It went to the ground.
Immediately. Oh, that's all. Oh, good knee though. Good knee on the come up.
And it's back to the ground.
Hey yo, Fiziev don't want to stand up with Justin Gaethje no more.
Oh, he might be done.
He don't want to stand up with Gaethje.
Oh man, it looks like, man. I don't know. It looks
disease.
It looks over.
He ain't talking about. Hey yo, he got him in the Big Brother, Joe.
He's in the Big Brother, Joe. Oh man, is he gonna fight out of it? He fought out of it. Oh man, he fought out of it. Hey, straight up. Justin Gaethje, shout out to him. After
He got out of that joint. I don't know what.
Hey, Strimmers, hey, look. If I can have somebody with me, I'm telling you, give me Justin Gaethje, and you know what I'm saying, back to back with Justin Gaethje, it's on.
Yeah.
Any man put his rectum on my neck is on and popping. I'm telling you right now. I'm sorry. It's on and popping, bro. It's about to be on and popping. I'm just warning y'all. It's about to go down in this ring. I'm telling you. It's going down.
Hey, what do you call that though? What do you call that? What do you even call that?
You call that disrespectful. That's what you call that.
Thank you, brother. Disrespectful.
Very disrespectful. Very disrespectful.
Hey, look, the funny shit. Dane Cormier said when he used to wrestle, he would do shit like not take a shower and do shit like that just so you would, the extra fun.
That is insane. That is insane. That is insane.
Hey, you gotta catch whatever edge you can catch. So right now the two guys are standing up. I mean, right now, it looks like Fires is able to land a jab pretty good. Fires does land a oblique kick, and Justin Gaethje is on the front foot, but Fires is fighting off the back foot pretty well. Just standing. I think this is not even a filling out round. Gaethje goes in for a jab. They lock up. They're still in the clinch. Fires is in the clinch trying to hold on to Gaethje. Fires throws a knee to the
good
body.
knee to the body, though. Good knee to the body. Good work on the inside.
Yeah. Yeah, Gaethje.
Yeah.
Fires is winning this first round for sure. Oh, that's a really good check hook. Left hook by Fires. Fires lands another shot to the body. A leg kick.
Good body kick to the midsection.
Yeah.
This is gonna be good. This is it.
Yeah, so they're locked up in the clinch right now, and it seems like Fires has Gaethje's, it appears to be left arm just like locked up under him, man. That's a really good way to keep him close.
I will be throwing the knees on the inside. In the moments where you fighting for arm control and y'all locked in, good overhand right.
Yeah, good overhand right by Gaethje on the outside, on the way out. 44 seconds left in this first round between Fires and Gaethje. Oh, that's a really...
Oh, I don't know if that's like a slap to the...
Man, that was like an overhand right, man. It looked like more of a punch than a slap. Either which way, it landed and it scored. $22 seconds. Oh, excuse me. 20 seconds left.
Oh, he should have thrown something in there.
Whoa. That's a really good overhand right by Fires right there.
And you know what's funny? Fiziev don't look like he really want to get in. I think he learned something from the last fight. He's definitely more cautious than he was before. I mean, their last fight, he's respecting Gaethje's right hand. I'm trying to figure out what got him open though.
You heard me?
Robin?
The mouse that you was talking about, they're working on already.
And we get in a fight and you got a bruise. That's all I'm targeting. I don't see nothing else.
Yep.
Good body kick.
He won that first round. I gotta give it to him. He definitely won that first round. He was able to land at will. Almost. He's gonna have to go to Gaethje's body to slow him down, to take some of that gas out of him. Gaethje's a 5-round fighter. So to get that leftover 15, that leftover 15 minutes he got, or that leftover 20 minutes he can fight past, because Gaethje can fight past 5 rounds. So you got to get that extra 20 minutes about of him. So you got to go to his body to take that out of him. Yes, sir. right now, Gaethje throws two shots and does not land on Fiziev. Oh man, 2-punch combination for Gaethje.
Somebody foot open.
Okay.
Yeah, Fiziev don't want to. Fiziev knows that shit hurts. Whatever Gaethje throws, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't want to get into one of those type of. Hey, yo, it's been a lot of low blows tonight. Undercard, I mean, prelims and all. It's been a lot of low blows. I don't know.
Yeah, that was.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
Just kick that man in the nuts like that. Yeah, that's why you gotta walk that one off. You gotta walk that one off. You gotta walk that one off.
Yeah, you don't want to take too much time, you know, to get yourself together because you're giving your, you know what I'm saying, lactic acid in somebody's arms. You're giving them time to recharge. You just got to get back in there.
Yes, sir. Yes,
now, smart man, once you kick somebody in the nuts, you should go to their body.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely.
Damn, good, two good body shots for Fiziev.
Yep. And look, what did you just say? Got to go to their body.
Two good body shots.
Yeah, I feel like Gaethje is reaching a little bit, man. He not taking his feet with him. He kind of throwing a little bit of wild shots a little bit. I mean, you
Gaethje fights flat-footed, straight up in the air.
Yeah.
Look at his back in correlation to his back leg. They straight up in the air, up and down, straight up and down.
Yeah. There's no arch there at all.
No lean, no. It's straight up and down. It's.
I mean, right now though, I will say this: Gaethje might be winning this round off of pure.
Oh, I had him winning the first two.
Well, I had Fiziev winning that first round.
I don't know, man.
Oh, that's a good overhand right.
Mm-hmm. What the fuck are you looking back for?
Oh man.
Oh.
You see that overhand right from Fiziev?
It looks like a short elbow type of thing going on. Yeah. Maybe like a forearm or something.
Yeah. Right now, Gaethje is winning headshots 17 to Fiziev's 6, but Fiziev is winning body shots 15-3. So, oh man. Yeah, I feel like Gaethje is winning this round, in my opinion. Landing good shots. Gaethje is winning rounds, landing good shots. Oh man, that's a Gaethje. I mean, Fiziev, you got to move out. Oh, good. Fiziev got to move out of that way, man. Got to move out of the way. That's a really good knee by Fiziev. Oh man.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay.
Fiziev is down.
Reset, Gaethje. Don't. You know what's funny? If he'd have stepped back and then re-engaged, he had a better position than he has now.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like this does Justin Gaethje no good. You need to separate, because right now he's getting his bearings together, he's getting his balance together. He's, you know what I'm saying? You're not doing shit with him right now. Unless you're gonna go for an anaconda joke and roll right quick, then it's nothing to your benefit right here. You can just separate and get him back on his feet so you can hit him in his chin again.
Yeah, but even with this
round, good right hand on the separation though.
Yeah. But even with this round, I feel like Gaethje won this round, but in my opinion, the first round, I feel like it went to Fiziev. So I feel like it's still anybody's fight.
I'm I'm gonna go even on the first round. I feel like it could have went either way on the first round.
Yeah.
So if it was to go to Fiziev, then I'm cool with it. But if it goes to Gaethje, I'm cool.
Yeah.
That little short uppercut, mean. Hey, look, Gaethje.
That was mean.
Hey.
That joint was nice. That joint was clean right there. That joint was clean. That uppercut.
Boom.
That was clean.
Hey, look, but did you pin it? On that short uppercut, he used his left hand to figure out exactly where that shit was at. And he threw right to his hand.
Right on
as
his
soon as he
button.
touched him with his hand, he threw the uppercut. Because you right
Right on
there.
the
I'm going to
button.
guide you a little
Right
bit.
on the button.
Right on the fucking button. That was beautiful.
It was a great fight. Nonetheless, it was a great fight, in my opinion.
They got significant strikes for Z for
Oh.
16-8, and then they got Gaethje 29-13 for the second round. So
Hey, look, watch this last round is going to be brutal.
Anything when he got shining stars and turtles and all types of animals on his face. My man Gaethje is clean over there, except for that meat hanging out his toe, out the bunion. I think he might have cut the bunion with it.
Hey, look. Adrenaline right now, but tomorrow that shit gonna hurt.
Yeah, tomorrow gonna hurt.
Man, what? When you go to take a shower or get in the club?
Put some motherfucking socks on.
Man.
Gaethje is reaching for the
You know what? That's what you didn't see a lot of. You didn't see a lot of leg kicks in this fight.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Ooh.
sir. So I'm gonna read off some of these stats. You know what I mean? Because realistically, this is what has been going on. Okay, we got from distance 32 strikes landed for Gaethje. And now you got 30 strikes landed for Fiziev. That was a really good kick right there. Really good roundhouse kick from Fiziev. Fiziev was starting to land that roundhouse pretty easily. Right now, significant strikes. You got 39 for Gaethje, and you got 13 for Fiziev. Fiziev has 26 significant body strikes.
It seemed like from the Twitter, God, what the fuck is going on? It seemed like from the X shit that everybody got to fight pretty much even at this point, man. I mean,
yeah, it's a pretty good fight. Oh man, that's a good way to get out of the clinch for Gaethje. Gaethje lands.
Oh, it looked like I just don't understand clinching after you catch somebody with a two-piece.
I don't either.
I mean, maybe it's a little different, but my dad said once that second one hit, you're supposed to throw a third. I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm not a professional, and neither was my father, but it shit seemed to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel like Gaethje's winning this round though. He's got the edge right now. It's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left in this round. Let's see what. Oh man!
What the fuck?
Hey, Gaethje, he pulled out something out the bag on that one, didn't he? That's a good roundhouse kick.
Hey, yeah. Nigga threw a fucking roundhouse kick from close.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. Oh man, that was a really good cross landed by Gaethje. Gaethje's running away with this fight, I believe. I believe Gaethje's winning this round. I believe it's going to be a close decision, but Gaethje is starting to run away with this fight.
I agree. It's hard to fight somebody that you lost to before.
Yeah.
It's definitely a mental edge.
Definitely.
Twitter pretty much got the same thing. Gaethje, a lot of people want. I mean, it is some support for Fiziev, but most of the people are hard on Gaethje right now. But everyone unanimously is loving the fight.
I mean, what more? I mean, you want stand up, you want rock'em sock'em, there you go. But I think that, as we said back in the day, you know what I'm saying? I think he got his heart.
Yeah.
He's going into it with this guy beat me before, and I gotta make sure. And Gaethje's like, I beat this guy before, so I'm gonna do the same thing I did before. I know he got a good right hand or whatever from the last fight, and I'm just look out for that. And I'm going
on the significant strikes. They got them one strike a piece apart.
Oh no, they fighting blow for blow though.
Yeah, I feel like Gaethje might have took the edge on the end of the fight, but I mean, this was a great fight in my opinion. I not even for rock'em sock'em. I just feel like this was a stand-up brawl right here. You know what I mean? It was a
well, I mean, you think about, they get close in and Gaethje's throwing them little short uppercuts. You know what I mean? That the type of, there may be one fight, a one punch difference, but it's the significance of seeing somebody's head snap back, or when you slow it down and you look up at the big screen and you see them short uppercuts that's catching from Gaethje. That makes a difference.
I agree 1,000,000%. Them uppercuts is killer though. Them uppercuts, but I'm gonna be real. Fiziev had him early in the fight, and if Fiziev would have took advantage of when he was little brother in him, I think that he could have done something significant. That's why when you said the boxing game is significant, right? Boxing matters. But guess what? If you got some wrestling, you got some judo, you got some ground game, it can be dangerous because he could have used that as a choke right there. He had a perfect position to put a choke.
Well, can I run through some final numbers while I got a chance? You got 12 strikes to 16 on this one. Fires with the lead. Then you have 2 takedowns to nothing. 8 strikes to 16. Everything's right here on the board. 8 strikes to 16. For Fires with the lead there as well. And then you have 1 knockdown though. 1 knockdown for Gaethje. So I mean, is the knockdown enough to get the win? What do you guys think?
Definitely.
The knockdown is sprinkles. I mean, you know what I mean? Gaethje really put that work in on him. You know what I mean? I think that if this was their first fight, it would have been different.
Go ahead, see. Yeah, unofficial decision, Gaethje.
We all been in fights before, you know what I'm saying? I done lost the fight before. I done lost the fight to a nigga and then won the second fight. Or I done lost 3 fights to a nigga and won the 4th. Something about having your heart is a rough joint, you know what I'm saying? Third one out, if they was fighting again, maybe the outcome would be different, but having that situation where somebody knows you and they beat you, it's a level of confidence to fight a nigga and already have beat him before.
All 3 cards was 29-28 for Gaethje.
Yeah.
No.
So they gave round. So what's that? Round 2?
From what I would assume that Fiziev.
What you had on your card, see?
Fiziev. Go ahead.
Now, what you had on your card? What you got on your card?
I mean, I had Gaethje, but I had Fiziev for the first. I had a draw. I had kind of even for the first round, and then I had Gaethje for the last 2. So that first round could have went either way.
And then I had Gaethje for the last 2 rounds.
Yeah, so yeah.
Judges scored it as well. Just my opinion. I mean, he had him in the little brother in the first round. I mean, but he got knocked down in the second. The second didn't count for like a 10-8 round because the second round was kind of close, even though he got knocked down in that second round. He didn't get dominated in that second round. He got knocked down, which is a difference.
I just want to give a quick shout out to MMA fighter Robbie Lawley. He is going into the Hall of Fame. He was talking to reporters today. Any thoughts on Robbie Lawley or anybody else who may be going to the Hall of Fame? But I know Lawley going to the Hall of Fame. What you think about that?
Hey, look, Ruthless Robbie Lawler was one of the first fighters that I ever saw. Like I said earlier, was the first fighter that I ever saw that was like brutal, just a straight warrior in the ring. I mean, he's got some of the wildest fights. Split his lip fighting, you know. I mean, he's a beast. So Hall of Fame, I feel like overdone. I don't know what their criteria is, or they got like a wait period or whatever. But Robbie Lawler should have been in.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I definitely agree with you on that one. Definitely a storied career. One of the hardest fighters out there. Left it all in the ring. I mean, what more do you want? What is the criteria if that is not the criteria for MMA? Warrior fighting is what I call it. So, I mean, he gave you everything a warrior would give you in this stance. What we're going to try to do now is get y'all up on Twitter and just see what Twitter got to say, you know, about these last fights. We had some good fights. So I'm pretty sure that Twitter is buzzing right now about what's going on in the in the UFC and the MMA. You know what I'm saying? It's all the same. Right now, MMA fighting. That's why I had MMA on the board because on the brain because I was about to read their tweet. MMA fighting say it's time for UFC 313 main event for the UFC light heavyweight title. Who leaves Vegas with the belt? Alex Pereira or I'm gonna need Magomed
Ankalaev.
Right.
Ankalaev.
Okay, right. Okay, now what do y'all got? Who do you think? Does he leave? I mean, does he leave the Vegas with the belt? Who leaves the Vegas with the belt?
I don't know. Ankalaev will be smart to say. I don't know. We've never seen what Pereira can do on the ground. So if I was Ankalaev, I might take it to the ground just to see where I can go with it. But if it's as it stands from what I've seen, if it stands on the feet, Pereira's gonna KO his ass.
Yeah, I'm with you there, and I'm looking at his physique. I'd be damned if I let that man kick me. Did y'all see that man in the warm-ups? No, sir. No, sir. I take him to the ground. You will not kick me like that. I'm sorry, Mr. Vega.
Hey, look.
That man built like Vega. He kicked like Vega. Look at that kick, man. He crazy.
Hey,
no,
look,
sir.
It's a video of him kicking Daniel Cormier at 10%, and Cormier was like, "Holy shit!" And he ranked it up slowly. This man's leg kick, and if you look at when he clipped Jamal Hill, he clipped him. He didn't even hit him flush. He clipped him, and his eyes rolled up in the back of his goddamn head. Khalil Roundtree said he felt that shit for days later. Like he felt that shit for days later. He's got some ungodly power. So his best bet would be to take him to the ground.
His name is not Pereira, y'all. I'm here to tell y'all that is Vega from Street Fighter.
He said that's Vega from Street Fighter. Hey.
Man, that kick is diminishing. I'm looking at the kick. I can feel the kick through the screen. Like, man, that kick. Oh man, wow.
So you know they got the UFC got the whatever the fuck the PFA or whatever the fuck they call it. The Fighters Institute, whatever. They got a punch meter, and Francis Ngannou hit the punch meter and he set the record. They say Alex Pereira hit the same joint and broke Ngannou's record. So we talking about a guy at light heavyweight. Jesus Christ. Yeah, he beat the shit out of Khalil Roundtree. We talking about a guy at light heavyweight hitting like a heavyweight. I mean, he's hitting people and sending them to the shadow realm. It's not a game.
Yeah.
Fayez put in mad work for 12-day notice. So I want to give Fayez some
12-day notice?
mad respect. 12-day notice. That's what he had.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that is.
12-day notice. Wow.
Hell yeah.
Wow. Yes, indeed, man. So Fayez, man, what more could you ask for? I mean, even though he didn't get the win, man, he definitely came out there and did his thing for just a 12-day notice on that one.
Having to cut weight with only 12 days, you know what I'm saying, and no training camp, no cardio type shit. That's amazing, man. That deserves. But that's the type of shit that gets you kept around by Dana White. You know what I mean? Being able to jump in there at any moment, cut weight, and show up for a fight, put up a competent performance. What more do you want from a fighter? As a promoter, as you know what I mean? What more do you want?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you said that Danny White would call people randomly anyway. You alluded to that early in the broadcast about how, you know, many of the MMA fighters are ready to go because of that is Danny White's style almost as a promoter is he will call you at any moment in time to get you some money in what you do.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question real fast. I mean, and it's kind of in this realm, but not Jesus Christ. Watching this lead up is crazy. Dana White just now got into UFC boxing. Him and the Sheik. I don't want to say that if I'm saying that right or wrong, but him and the Sheik that's doing all the boxing. I don't really. I can't pull his name, but they're doing a UFC boxing thing. How do you feel?
This is the thing. Let me talk about this a little bit. So he jumped into boxing with Turki Al-Sheikh. You know, Turki. Okay. Turki been doing fights with Eddie Hearn with his own. So
right
now Turki kind of they trying to do their own boxing league basically. They said they're gonna start it out. More than likely, they're going to start it out with Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. That's going to be the fight that they're going to probably start the whole, you know, mission with. I think it's going to be a good thing for boxing. They say it's only going to be one belt versus one belt. You know what I mean? It's not going to be where you got multiple champions, kind of how the UFC is, where it's just one belt. So one belt per weight class. So I can respect that. If they're going to keep it like that, I like it. I personally like it, you know? I think I don't know if it's going to be great for boxing, where boxing is at now, but I think it's interesting. You know what I mean? This might be the end of the full belt era. This might be the end of the full belt era. But if it ain't the end of the full belt era, I'm going to be happy to see what potentially, you know, what's on the board.
Yeah. I don't like the full belt. I don't like this shit. I don't mind it if they worked out how everybody could fight everybody. I don't like that you can duck me and I'm the number one over here, but I'm number 4 over here, and I'm champion over here. And I don't like that. I don't agree necessarily with the pay scale for the UFC and their fighters. Their fighters don't really get paid as much as they should.
I agree.
However, I think that what's the guy's name? The Sheik guy's name?
Turki Al-Sheikh.
Okay, so I think that with that money that they got that type of money where they can just, you know what I mean, just keep throwing it. So
everywhere.
That'll be good for the fighters to get paid, and maybe they can set up. Hopefully, they smart enough to set up some type of fighter pension, seeing how everything went in the last couple of years.
Yeah,
but yeah, I don't know.
I mean, like I said, I'm still on the fence about how they're gonna actually do it, but I am excited to see what somebody can do with boxing. I mean,
It,
we
it's getting stale, and nobody wants to fight anybody.
Yeah. Now,
You know,
I will
everybody's
say this.
touching their
I
own.
don't even think it's not even about the fighters though. And I think that's really what the problem is. It's not about the
Yeah,
fighters. I think the fighters will fight anybody. I think the
no,
promoters are trying to protect the investment,
absolutely.
you know, which is the problem. I think that's the biggest problem. The promoters are trying to protect the investment of the fighter instead of letting the fighter just fight and build off a legacy. See, the thing about what Floyd Mayweather did, Floyd Mayweather put in the work and beat a lot of those people early in his career. So where he's at the end of his career, I'm not fighting all these ever, you know, I'm going to go in there, outbox a couple of these guys, get this money and roll, you know? You can't see that and forget about Pretty Boy Floyd that actually had to fight real fights.
Yeah, no, he and Pretty Boy Floyd wasn't getting paid properly.
Exactly.
So
That's why I say you can't forget about Pretty Boy Floyd. You can see Money Mayweather and think, okay, cool, but you got to go back to Pretty Boy Floyd because that's part of his career as well. And so,
and that's why I'm not mad at Money Mayweather. I watch Pretty Boy Floyd, but I'm not mad at Money Mayweather either because you got what you deserve.
Exactly. The exact way I feel that I can second that. I can't be mad at the guy for now after he done been through those fights, after he been through the tough times, after he been through certain things and certain high level opponents. Now he get to fight whoever he want to fight. He done built his name. He done done what he's supposed to do. Canelo Alvarez, I feel like the same way a little bit about. Canelo.
But I feel like people disrespect Floyd Mayweather's record. Because Pretty Boy Floyd fought his way through the top.
Yes.
And once he got to the top, maybe the only fight that I feel like he took late was Pacquiao.
That's not his fault. That's Pacquiao's fault.
It's not. I'm not blaming Floyd for none of that. That's the only fight that I'm gonna say this. That's the only fight that didn't materialize when we wanted it to.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
But he fought Cotto, and Cotto was a beast when he fought Cotto. Cotto wasn't washed up.
Nope. Canelo as well. Canelo
was it. So we look. We're judging his career based on what we didn't get when we wanted it, but that wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't his fault.
Yeah, and now I would say the Pacquiao fight, but and I'm gonna say this before Pereira gets in the ring, so I can get an announcement. The Pacquiao fight did not materialize because they sent Pacquiao a contract, and you can go on YouTube right now. And
Slim don't like blood. He don't like blood tests in the middle. He don't like blood tests in the middle of his camp.
Exactly. So he sent them the contract, and Freddie Roach said, "Hey, we turned it down." If you go look at Freddie Roach, Pacquiao's trainer, say this right there. We turned it down. You can't blame.
I don't know if he was on. I don't know if he was on some kind of PEDs or whatever, but somebody coming from 106 and keep from 106 pounds and keeping that amount of power and increasing power going up. You got to give me a blood test, Slim.
It's kind of crazy. All the way up
in the era of steroids. In the era of PEDs, you got to give me some blood. Fuck a piss test. You can wash that shit out. I don't blame him. I'm not saying it now in no way, shape, or form. Disclaimer: I'm not saying that he did take any type of shit. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm not mad at him for asking for it. I'm not mad at him for asking for it. All right, man, we got both fighters in the ring, and they about to get to these ring announcements, man. Right now, the props for Pereira is 110 for one minus 120 for Alex Pereira, and the over under is 2.5 rounds. Over minus 130, under plus 120, and you got Ankalaev is plus 110. Okay. Okay.
Quick question: does Ankalaev have the worst music in the history of the UFC?
Man, that's that man
Hey, look,
with that.
they
That's
do.
that man culture.
I don't know
Man with
what the
that.
music sound like. I'm just reading the Twitter. I'm just reading the Twitter feed. This is what's on Twitter.
Yeah.
I was looking at it, young. You know those Dagestani guys, man. You know they just not. They fight bears and shit on the weekend.
Give me a second. Give me a second. 37 years of age for Alex Pereira, 32 years of age for Ankalaev, 6'4" for Alex Pereira, 6'3" for Ankalaev, 205 for both people. Alex Pereira 79-inch reach and Ankalaev 75-inch reach. Okay, so you know Brian Buffer is in the. Excuse me, it said Brian Buffer. Bruce Buffer is in the goddamn ring, going to crazy with the announcement, and you know what it is, man. These two fighters are main event fighters. They top dog fighters, and we are excited to bring you here on Score the Fight. Mike Bell, Derek Cleary will be the the judges. Mike Goodard will be the referee. Alex Pereira is 12-2 in the UFC, and Ankalaev is 21-1 with one no contest in the UFC. This is the main event. This is Score the Fight UFC. This is 313, and I'm excited to bring you guys this fight with the guys, man, with the panel, man. Y'all know what it is. All right,
Hey, yo.
So we can go back in.
Hey, look, Pereira look like a serial killer. The look on his face, the look in his eyes, he just looks different. I'm not saying that don't mean shit, but he looks like he about to go in there and get to work. I'm gonna know from the first two punches what's up, but I think Ankalaev's best shot, safest shot would be
trying to get him to the ground.
On the ground, because if Pereira hits you, and I've seen guys that take hell of a shots, head kicks, elbows, get hit with a blazing shot, and they're looking off into space. So I think that from the first encounter, I would gauge and see how that power is from that first jab, and if it's not something comfortable, take him to the ground. I haven't seen him on the ground. He's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under Glover Teixeira. So he could be official, but we haven't seen it yet. But I would take it there first of all. That's where I would go.
And Ankalaev is fighting out of Russia. You get what I mean? And he is plus 100 on the for the fight. So. They don't think that. I mean, they think he got a chance. Plus 100 is not actually bad odds when you talk about fighting. Yeah. We talk about UFC, we talk about boxing or whatever. Plus 100 is not a bad, not a bad rate. I mean, I gotta take Pereira, man. Pereira is a monster, man. Pereira that fighting a heavyweight.
Yeah, hey, look, they trying to. If he wins this. Win, lose, or draw, they saying he needs to go up to the next weight class and go see John Jones.
Man, he ain't got nothing coming with John Jones.
Hey, look. This is what I was telling somebody the other day, man. John Jones has two brothers that are NFL players. That's star. Hey, look, his father brewing something special. You know what I'm saying? When he made them.
Hey.
You don't make three world-class athletes. You know how hard y'all know how hard it is to get into the NFL. You know what I'm saying?
They are all pro too. They not like regular athletes. They are all pro. They no
bench warmers. You know what I'm saying? These are giants. You know what I'm saying? So you bred three of these motherfuckers. So I don't know if he wants to jump in there with that.
Whatever they was doing in the Jones house work. Hey, but we here, man. We right here. Alex Pereira, Ankalaev, man. Let's go. Let's clap it up, fellas. Let's get it in there, man. Let's get to work. Okay, Score the Fight. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are back like we do all the time. Okay. Alex Pereira is taking the front foot. Ankalaev is.
I will say that Ankalaev looks big.
Yeah. He don't look small. Ankalaev is doing a good job of keeping the distance. It's a leg kick from Alex Pereira to start it out. Okay. Guys facing off. Ankalaev is trying to throw the jab, doesn't land. Alex Pereira goes for a leg kick, doesn't land. There's 4 minutes left in this 5-round UFC light heavyweight championship fight. Ankalaev is the #1 contender in that division. A leg kick for Alex Pereira as well. Again, you know, Alex Pereira is fighting orthodox. Ankalaev is fighting southpaw, actually. Ankalaev is trying to find a way in, but Alex Pereira is doing a good job of keeping the distance.
Ankalaev is doing good with center control of the ring.
Yeah.
Not letting him, not getting up an inch, keeping Alex Pereira on the outside center ring.
Yeah, absolutely. Ankalaev does land a leg kick right there, right back on Alex Pereira. It is 3 minutes left in this first round. 3:08 to be exact. Ankalaev does land a leg kick.
Now, one thing about Pereira doesn't throw a lot of punches. He's at 60, I think he's like 65, 66% connection rate as far as stand-up goes. He throws only minimal. So he's got to wait and see what he sees, if he sees something before he gets caught, if he gets caught.
Ankalaev does go for a roundhouse that does not land on Pereira. Pereira, that was a good way to invade for Pereira. But I will say that Ankalaev is finding the range well using his hand because he's using the kind of closing in the distance. I feel like Pereira is just a little longer, even though he's only 1 inch taller. He's a little longer. It's just his arms seem longer, his legs seem longer. You know what I mean?
But you know what's another thing? Pereira seems a little, even though Pereira's been fighting for a long time, he's predominantly a kickboxer. He's been doing kickboxing more so longer than he's been doing MMA. He seems a little off his leg kicks. He seems like sometimes when he misses, they're a little wild. He seems a little off balance. More so than Ankalaev, who seems to be more stable. You know, even when he misses a leg kick, misses a punch, he seemed to still be more grounded and more stable in his approach.
Yeah, Ankalaev goes for that overhand left hand and does not land. I mean, Alex Pereira kept really good distance in that space. Alex Pereira is on that back foot, but Ankalaev, like you said, is keeping center ring, doing a really good job of keeping center ring, and that leg kick is checked by Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira down switches stances. I mean, Alex Pereira doing a good job of keeping the legs moving. 40.
This is definitely a good pace for a 5-round fight. I mean, we're looking at 37 seconds in. Nobody's taking any substantial damage.
No.
Distance has been established.
Pereira has landed 14 leg strikes. 14 leg strikes. And,
okay, so this is big. So Ankalaev goes in for the takedown. Pereira stuffs the takedown, which is great. This is established of power. They're going to be able to gauge who's stronger, who's weaker. Nothing from that takedown.
Yeah.
The first
round of Pereira. I mean, he landed a lot of leg kicks. I mean, that's really the only thing in that first round. you could really say that was different. Pereira.
I got Pereira too on the first
Yeah.
round.
Yeah, Pereira for the first.
Yeah, Pereira for the first. I mean, but it wasn't anything significant of a round, though. You know what I mean? Like, it was a really engaging round from both fighters, I would say. Really engaging round. I think Pereira wanted to feel the contact. I think that's why even late in that round where they both went into the clinch, I don't think Pereira fought it. I don't think he tried to evade it or none of that. It was like, all right, how strong is this, you know? And Ankalaev wanted to see the same thing. Live stream. All right, Kenny sequence. Bro, we cannot give you the official live stream. You're going to have to sit here with the commentary for us. If, you know, I'm not hating on you, bro, but, you know, we are not going to violate any rules of the UFC. These guys, you know, work very hard. They train very hard. And I would advise anybody that is on the stream with us to potentially buy the fight, man. You know, this is a good fight, man. You want to see this? Ankalaev and Pereira. Pereira is the top dog, the champion, and Ankalaev is the #1 ranked opponent in the light heavyweight division. Ankalaev is on the front foot. Pereira is on the back foot, starting out in this second round of 5. I mean, he landed a lot of leg kicks in that first round. You think that's going to come back to play later in the fight, C?
Definitely on that front leg, you're not going to be able to propel off the jab, and it's going to leave you wide open as far as putting pressure down on your front leg. So those could, if it goes to those rounds, those are definitely going to, you know, take effect. It's the same as a body kick.
That was a great body kick by Ankalaev. I mean, you got to give him credit. And Pereira goes for the head kick. Ankalaev blocks. Ankalaev goes back for, but that was a front body kick, which I like. Then he goes for the roundhouse, which was evaded by Pereira. Ankalaev does land a leg kick on Pereira and lands another leg kick on Pereira. Ooh. Do you think Pereira missed the opportunity right there when Ankalaev missed that kick?
It's hard, you know, with fighting, it's hard to say. Like, if you go in there and get it, you know, could you get countered? You know what I mean? Or could you land? I mean, it's hard to say with fighting if that was a missed opportunity or not, because you may have caught a spinning back fist or a spinning back elbow or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you. That's a really good overhand right by Ankalaev. Ankalaev is winning his next round.
I don't know. I don't know if he's winning because of connection, but he's definitely the busier of the two.
Yeah. I mean, I don't feel like Pereira's anything in his round to really see.
But he doesn't. He's not a high volume puncher, a high volume type of guy. He's one of those guys that, you know, you do he's keeping the distance and he's getting his hands up in your face and it's lights out.
Ooh.
Oh, good 2-piece.
Ooh, that was a really good 2-piece from Ankalaev. Pereira backs up. That's what I'm saying, man. Ankalaev is making the best of his moments.
Now the John Wick type of aura that we give Pereira. Remember, Adesanya at 185 knocked him out.
Yeah.
Good short uppercut by Ankalaev.
I mean, he landed in the second round quite a bit.
But if you know the guy's going to come in, you know, and he's going to attack, the short is what you got to work on. The short uppercuts, the short hooks and stuff like that is what's going to land, because you got a guy that's going to come in, and as great as Pereira is at striking, his defense leaves something to be desired. I mean, he definitely is. He's hittable.
Definitely hittable. And it's the thing. I don't think that he's taking advantage of his range or anything. Pereira isn't throwing anything in this round. Like the first round, he was at least throwing leg kicks. This round, he's not even throwing nothing. Ankalaev is just moving forward, man.
His defense, although it doesn't look great, he definitely puts his hands up, so you're getting a lot of forearms, a lot of shoulders when you throw. But Pereira's not a short punch guy.
Yeah.
You know?
But Pereira ain't throwing, like, in my opinion. Oh, Pereira is not throwing. It's either Pereira's hurt or I don't know. I think Pereira was hurt in the end of that round.
Oh, most definitely.
No, I'm saying like before he even got hit with that last shot. I gotta give that second round to Ankalaev.
Definitely, absolutely.
Yeah, that's who I got too.
I mean, he caught him on the chin, almost knocked him out.
Yeah, I got Ankalaev too.
I mean, that was a quick left hand. Pereira's scared, I feel like.
Well, I mean, this is the type of fight you're going to get from a guy that doesn't throw a lot. You know what I mean? He's not going to throw a lot. He's not throwing a lot. He's waiting to counter. But that punch showed that unorthodox and unorthodox angles are going to get the job done.
Absolutely. And they are fighting in the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. You know, so shout out to Las Vegas. Shout out to everybody tuning in, watching us on Score the Fight. Ankalaev definitely won that next round. Ankalaev's coming out a lot more confident in this next round, kind of stepping on the front foot. Pereira, you got to throw. You got to use your legs. You are a striker, and you cannot be out there just trying to gauge distance. Ankalaev lands a good leg kick right
I mean, you can see from round one the damage that is done to Ankalaev's lead leg. Those leg kicks that came from round one, his leg is bright red. It's his lead leg.
Exactly. And you're not even throwing that. For Pereira, in my opinion, Pereira is like, I understand you don't throw a lot of shots, but you got to throw something. You can't just let him outland you.
At some point, Pereira's going to have to get into the fight because Ankalaev has got him right now.
Absolutely. And I mean, you got to throw some head shots. I mean, you're throwing a lot of leg shots for real, even throughout the whole fight. It's like you haven't thrown a whole lot to the head anyway, even shooting your shot and landing something, Pereira.
You know what's crazy? Me watching this right now, I would hit Ankalaev with a right hook uppercut combination. You know what I'm saying? Something over, you know what I'm saying? Because he's due for it. It's right there for him. I will put the left hand out there for him, and then I will come with it, boom, and right up under there, and he can catch him. It's open.
I mean, even throwing a left overhand, you know what I mean, with the lead hand, a lead overhand right. I mean, a lead overhand left for Pereira. I mean,
I would throw it out there. I would throw it left out there for bait and just boom.
Throw something out there. I feel like Pereira's landing really good on the leg. Pereira does land a good elbow in that exchange.
Good elbow, yeah.
But Pereira is not even throwing uppercuts or throwing nothing that
he's not throwing anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's like you're not even trying to win the fight. It's like Dana White told him, you better not go under today. I mean,
Some,
even
somebody,
like that's one thing about John Jones, man. I love John Jones because when we watch John Jones fight, man, he throwing some strikes. He ain't gonna sit up in that ring and not throw nothing. Pereira just
he's trying to go to the John Jones trying to go to the club afterwards. He not trying to have a black eye. He's trying to go hit the club and do some cocaine and shit. He not trying to, you know what I'm saying? He not trying to fucking sit around here with you all night. As soon as you give him the opportunity to end the fight, he's ending the fight.
And that's a good clinch right there. Ankalaev is putting a lot of pressure on this on Pereira in this third round, excuse me.
I would get Pereira's back against the cage.
Yeah.
Because he's not throwing enough to do anything special. So I would definitely try to get him to, against the cage.
I mean, he tried right there. He tried to throw a good right hook right there. It didn't land on Pereira. Pereira's still backing up. Pereira been moving around a whole lot. I mean, I feel like Ankalaev you could say he's winning this round, but I mean, not necessarily dominating.
Good jab. He's definitely winning. He's winning. He's definitely winning. It's not an ass kick or anything like that, but he's definitely winning.
Yeah. No, exactly.
But he's winning more so because Pereira's not throwing anything.
Yeah, that's why. Can't get mad that you can't say that he's just dominating the fight. You can just say that he's not throwing nothing.
Yeah.
That was a really beautiful jab, though. I ain't gonna hold you.
And this is, again, 5-round fight. So they're trying to keep something in the gas tank for this next 2. But somebody's going to have to unload at some point and take control of this fight because Pereira's winning, but he's not. This isn't enough to take the belt for Ankalaev either.
Man, but Ankalaev still won these last 2 rounds.
But again, in fighting, you got to beat the champ. So if you're not doing enough to do enough, then it may not go your way. I'm not saying he's not winning this fight, but this may not be enough to get that belt.
I be trying to tell people all the time the same thing. Like I try to tell people about the Tank fight. I felt like Roach had a good fight, but I don't know if he took the belt.
Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you beat him. You didn't lose the fight, but did you win the fight? I mean, you gotta
exactly.
You whooped his ass for X amount of rounds, but he dropped you twice. So how do we give you that fight even though you whooped his ass?
Okay, looks like the energy picking up in this 4th round out of 5. And I mean, Ankalaev is really getting on top of Pereira.
Yeah, he on his back.
Yeah. He's using them knees, but Pereira might be, but I would say this. It's an even match because Pereira was landing inside, just hitting them with the little small uppercuts. So it's about how you score the fight. Ankalaev does land a couple shots to the body in that exchange. Ankalaev does go. He does go for
good takedown. Yeah, definitely good takedown defense.
It was gated.
Yeah, definitely good takedown defense from Pereira. I'm surprised that Ankalaev hasn't tried to take him down more than he has. Yeah. Maybe he fears the ground game of Pereira, but I haven't seen enough to make me if I was a UFC fighter, I haven't seen enough from Pereira to make me fear his ground game.
Exactly. Ankalaev does land. Oh, and Ankalaev does land on that exchange. I mean, I feel like Ankalaev's controlling this fight. I'll tell you that.
I don't really have any round that I can say definitively that I would give to Pereira.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the first round I would have gave to Pereira because he just landed a bunch of leg kicks. He definitely landed a bunch of leg kicks. That was it. Because Ankalaev didn't really land in that first round, but that was it. I don't know what's going on with Pereira, but in my opinion, Pereira should be definitely trying to do a little bit more. Looks like he's going to lose his belt tonight.
Yeah, if he's not going to get more active in this next 2 minutes or so, and in the last, if he goes to the last round, he's definitely going to lose his belt. He's not doing shit, honestly.
Yeah.
He definitely looks flat. A lot of bruising to his rib cage and back, you know, from the leg kicks and stuff. I mean, from leg kicks and stuff like that. He just doesn't look like he's in the fight.
No, I agree with that. Ankalaev is fighting a beautiful fight, though. I gotta give Ankalaev that. Right now, they have Ankalaev landed 39 headshots, 21 body shots, and they got him landed 20 leg shots. But they got Pereira landed 43 leg shots, which keeps these guys close in the landed strikes. I mean, it keeps these guys really close in the landed strikes.
I mean, you know what's funny? I'm gonna say it. It's a very lackluster fight. I'm gonna say it.
It is.
Compared to what we just, you know, I watched the prelims and the early prelims and all that. I watched every fight that was going on tonight. Yeah.
I mean, Pereira's landed 30 shots into the head and 14 shots to the body. Right now, you might make an argument that Pereira won this fight. Even though he's not winning the fight.
I don't know. It's nothing, you know. Good short uppercut, but somebody's got to do the chicken dance to secure this fight.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a really good inside. I mean, Ankalaev doing heavier work in the inside.
It's crazy because it's nobody seems tired at all.
No.
This is it. Somebody's going to have to empty the gas tank.
I would love to give that a 9-9 round, but I would give Ankalaev an 8 in that.
He had more control.
Yeah, I got swing round, but I think Ankalaev took the win on that one too. He was just a little bit more aggressive, you know, and I think that aggression gave him the round for me.
I mean, Pereira got a late takedown. You know what I mean? Cheesy, but late takedown. You get what I mean? Like, it's so cheesy that it might go down as a cheesy decision right now.
Well, I mean, look, UFC is not exempt from that type of corruption. They got the same judges, the same. Look, every time I hear Adelaide Bird's name, I cringe a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Same judges that, you know, that judge UFC fights judge boxing. So, you know, the same bullshit you get either way.
Yeah. Now, if
I think
Pereira wins this round, more than likely Pereira wins this fight, and that's how crazy it is.
well, I mean, also Janet Jackson, what have you done for me lately? You know what I'm saying? If you show me something right now, I can't definitively say that. Goddamn, I can't definitively say that if they was walking down the street, I could say that, you know, Ankalaev will beat the shit out of, you know, Alex Pereira. I can't say, you know, vice versa. So
Yeah,
somebody's gonna have to put on a performance in this 5th round.
absolutely, absolutely, I agree. Some people say they got Ankalaev 3-1.
I can't argue with it.
You can't argue with that. You can't. I mean, but like I said, with that last round, it was a little choppy. So it could be 2-2.
But Pereira has still been, as crazy as it is that this fight has gone 3-1 Ankalaev, Pereira has still been the aggressor. He still has Ankalaev on the back foot, which doesn't signify shit. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, nobody has been, I haven't seen anybody be rocked. I haven't seen, you know, it's just been a pretty even.
I feel like Ankalaev rocked Pereira.
I got Ankalaev right now as it stands.
Yeah. I got him 3-1 as well. But I got that last round being a swing round, especially with that late takedown.
Yep. But I know the UFC said that a takedown without not positioning, but a takedown without any type of whatever doesn't mean anything.
Man, it means something when them judges see it.
I think that the judges should be former UFC fighters.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I don't feel like Ankalaev is winning this last round. I don't feel like he's losing it either, though. Like, that's the funny thing. The best shot came from Pereira from this round. Pereira's boxing a little bit better in this round. I mean, Pereira's landed cheesy shots. I mean, what is this?
Honestly,
Man.
The little short jab. I mean, but
he caught it with that joke clean. Right now, I got this round for Pereira.
As it stands, yeah, but I don't feel like this may have been one of the worst fights on this card tonight.
It might have been the worst.
It might have been the worst fight. And not to take anything from these two gentlemen, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
it was better fights tonight.
Definitely.
And the sad part is, if Pereira loses his belt tonight to Ankalaev, I don't feel like it got Ankalaev any higher or Pereira any lower. Because this shit didn't show anything. This was like a tussling match.
It was. It was. It was. It was not the I don't know.
And crazy, if you look at the numbers down there, Pereira has landed more than Ankalaev has landed.
Yes. But Pereira's had position over Pereira longer.
Yeah, Ankalaev definitely had better positioning, but there was nothing. There was nothing in this fight to dignify anybody winning. Nobody goes home with the belt tonight.
It's a hey, bruh. I'm telling you now, bruh. This probably is not gonna go Ankalaev's way. It might, but if it does, they're gonna run it back. And this is not a good. I don't know if I want to see another one of these.
Here's the thing. Early, Ankalaev did great. Pereira did okay. It's one of the things where, you know, it was two people chess matching. They could have done this for 10 rounds.
Yeah.
This was like a glorified sparring session. I can't say that Pereira. I mean,
I feel like Ankalaev got more significant shots though.
But by the numbers, Pereira did better.
Yeah.
But by what I'm watching right now, Ankalaev did better. But do I feel like Pereira lost the fight? No. He didn't win the fight either. Do I feel like Ankalaev won the fight? No, but he didn't lose it either. I don't know where this goes.
Yeah, I'm a little confused myself.
But from the visual, I feel like Ankalaev did better. But from the numbers of it, I mean, pressure-wise and whatever, I feel like Ankalaev did better. But from you know, from the numbers, it looks like Pereira landed more.
It's taking a long time to deliberate. Official decision in.
He was the busier fighter.
Official decision in. After 5 rounds. 49-46. 48-47. New undisputed UFC light heavyweight.
Big time.
He
was the busier fighter.
Yeah. What's up?
Big time.
So, what do you think? What you know, immediate reactions? What do you think so far? What do you think about that?
You got to let your hands go.
Yeah,
I agree.
You got to let your hands go. Pereira didn't throw anything. He was looking to counter. You know what I'm saying? It didn't go to the ground. He just didn't throw. I mean, went to the ground for a second, but he didn't throw enough. He wasn't busy enough. He wasn't aggressive enough. And that's what it is. I mean, I don't think that, you know, if we were on the street and Ankalaev can't say, you know, I beat the shit out of Pereira, you know what I mean? A glorified sparring session.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Wholeheartedly. I can agree with that. Well, Alex Pereira walks away in defeat. Ankalaev landed the more significant shots, man. And throughout that fight, he landed big shots. He landed the better shots. He had control, and you can't take nothing from him. The scorecards did justify that. So this has been UFC 313 on Score the Fight, man. Score the Fight UFC. We are welcoming the new show. And so, as the honors is, the host of the show definitely gives final thoughts last. So you're going to have to wait to the end because you are the end. And so I'm going to start it out with my final thoughts instead of going later in the rotation, I would say. I feel like this was a great event for the night. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I know David Elliott came through saying, "Come on, bro, we want to watch the fight." All these other people came through saying we wanted to watch the fight. But I'm glad you guys did tune in with us. This is UFC Score the Fight. We will continue on doing this on and on when these events come up. And so I want to thank everybody, just truly thank everybody for tuning in. I want you to hit that subscribe button. I want you to go to Studio Runners on YouTube. I want you to go to @Score the Fight on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button, mash that thing, hit that thing. Let us know that you support us and that you will be back for the next show. I want to say that Alex Pereira, you got to throw your hands. You in the main event. And this is why John Jones is one of my favorite UFC fighters, because he doesn't disappoint. When you get to that main event, you got people looking at you, and you got all the eyes on the world on you, and you don't throw your hands, you don't throw your feet, you don't do what we expect you to do, then guess what? There's no reason to cry. There's no reason to moan about it. You just didn't win. Okay, so that's my, before I go there, I definitely want to shout out to the other fighters that was on this card, because there were great fights on this card, and I'm so excited to continue to watch the UFC fights with you guys, because the undercard was better than the main event to me tonight. That is. But I'm gonna kick it to Ro. Go ahead, Ro. You got any final thoughts?
Yeah, definitely, man. This was a great event, man. Great event, top to bottom. A lot of excitement, a lot of fighting. The fighters, man, they came and brought it. C, man, did a great job. Not to be funny, man. C, you did a great job, straight up and down, bruh. Like you definitely the end. Definitely did a great job, man. Great job for sure. I'm game now. I'm game. Let's see what else we got in store for the Score the Fight fans. Oh, and another thing is we had a lot of viewers today. I'm excited to see exactly what we drew in, but man, it was a lot of viewers on today. One of our better showings here on Score the Fight. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to make sure that we go ahead and shout out the fans for coming through. They came through in groves. They still coming through right now. We have a number of fans still on rocking with us even after the fight. So I want to shout out to all the fans out there for coming on through and showing us some love.
It's on me.
Yeah, it's on you. Yep.
This is on you now, man.
Hey, look, I want to thank y'all for having me on. I know I was supposed to get on a long time ago to do this UFC thing, but I thank y'all for having me on, man. It was a blast. I enjoyed myself. I will see y'all for whatever UFC fight y'all want to do, man. Definitely hit me up. I'm in there.
Definitely.
As far as Alex Pereira goes, man, you got to let your hands go. You can't win if you don't let your hands go. You got to be active. I agree with you, Ro, on that the undercard that was better than the main event. But man, thank y'all for having me on, man. I appreciate it, man. I thoroughly enjoyed myself, man. This is stuff that I should have done a long time ago. This was it. This is it.
Definitely.
Yes, sir. So, y'all gotta come back with us. Lock in with us. The next event for boxing will be March 22nd, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all gonna come back in, lock in with us. Like, share, subscribe.
Hit that subscribe button.
And subscribe, please. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. Mr. My bad, Curry Secrets. We cannot give you the live stream, but like I said, we definitely will be here March 22nd, right back. If you want to listen back to this, go to the YouTube. Please, once you listen back to it, like, share, subscribe. Like I said, the more people that y'all bring into our community, the more people we got to share this good knowledge of combat sports. So we'll see you next time on Score.
Signing out for Big Son too. Signing out for Big
My
Son.
man, gotta sign out for Big Son. For sure, for sure. Signing out for Big Son. So we will see you next time on Score the Fight.
StudioRunners.com. YouTube/@TheNatureDC. Subscribe today.